Hi, my name is Brittany Kowach. I am in the HIM 2820 class, and this is my in-service on how to make an angel food cake with berries. This is one of my family's favorite desserts. It's what I make all the time for our birthdays. We're not really big cake eaters. We don't like a lot of icing, so this is perfect, and we all love angel food cake. So what is angel food cake? Well, it's been dubbed the food of angels. It's different from most cakes because it does not use butter. It's mainly flour, sugar, and eggs, and it gets its fluffiness from the whipped egg whites. It originated here in the United States and it first became popular in the 19th century. And like I said before, it became, known for its light and fluffy texture, and it was called the food of angels. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to show you how to make angel food cake and decorate it. As you can see in that picture with some cream cheese and berries, it is delicious. So first of all, the equipment you're going to need, you'll need a stand mixer because you do have to beat those eggs. I mean, you can do it by hand or with a little hand mixer, but a stand mixer definitely is easier. Spatula, your butt pan, measuring spoons, serrated knives to cut your angel food cake when it's done, and then a cake stand. And then how to make the angel food cake. So the ingredients you'll need for the actual cake is you'll need 1½ cups sifted powdered sugar, 1 cup sifted cake flour or sifted all-purpose flour, 1½ cups of egg whites, which is roughly 10 to 12 large eggs. Make sure those are at room temperature. 1½ teaspoons cream of tartar, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, and 1 cup of granulated sugar. And for the toppings, you're going to want 2 to 3 cups of mixed berries. We use strawberries. We use strawberries and blueberries mainly, and then you'll want to cut those strawberries up. You'll need a 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, 16 ounces of cream cheese softened and at room temperature, and then lemon curd. That is to taste. I don't really measure that. I just, we kind of like it a little tart. Some people might not. So definitely kind of taste test as you're making it, which is the best part. So how to make the angel food cake. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to want to put the oven rack on the lowest position in the oven and then preheat it to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And then in a large bowl, you're going to want to sift together the powdered sugar and cake flour 3 times. That's to make sure that the air is in the flour and it's light and fluffy. And you want to make sure that you do not skip this step. It is very important. In the bowl of the stand mixer, you're going to want to combine the egg whites, the cream of tartar, and extracts. Whip the egg whites on medium speed until soft peaks form. With the mixer on, you want to make sure that you gradually add the granulated sugar. It's roughly about 2 tablespoons at a time, beating until stiff peaks form. That means that when you're lifting the spatula out of the egg whites, they're going to form peaks. They're not just going to fall back down, but you'll see the little peaks forming. Next, you'll want to sift about 1/4 of the flour mixture over the beaten egg whites. Fold flour into the egg whites using a rubber spatula. Repeat sifting of flour mixture and folding gently until all the flour is incorporated into the egg whites. Next, you'll want to pour your mixture into an ungreased 10-inch tube pan. Use your spatula to gently cut through the batter to remove any large air pockets. You want to make sure that you really get all of that out of there. The next step is you want to bake the cake on the lowest rack for 40 to 45 minutes or until the cake top springs back when lightly touched. You want to remove immediately from the oven an invert cake still in the pan. What inverting means, stick a little plate on top of the pan and then you want to flip it over. And you're going to want to sit there and let it cool completely in that inverted pan. So when it's cool, then you're going to want to loosen up all the sides of the cake from the pan and remove it from the pan. So now after that, after it's completely cooled and we've taken the cake out, we are going to make our cream cheese topping. So now that the cream cheese is at room temperature, and soft, we are going to beat it until it's fluffy. And then the best part, you're going to add in the lemon curd and as desired. So if you like it really tart, you can add a lot of lemon curd. If you want just a little bit, just a tablespoon or so is all you need. But that is definitely a preference on how tarty you want it. And then, so to decorate the cake, you're going to take your cake and you're going to want to cut it into thirds. So you'll have 3 circles, basically. And then with the spatula, you're going to spread a third of the cream cheese mixture on the bottom layer of the cake. Then you're going to cut up some of your strawberries and blueberries and put that on that first layer. And then you're just going to repeat that process. So you've put the cream cheese on that bottom circle and some blueberries and strawberries. Then you're going to add that second circle and put it on top and put some more cream cheese and strawberries and blueberries. And then you're going to put the third circle on top, and then you're going to finish it off. You're going to add the remaining cream cheese mixture and all the strawberries and blueberries. And this is where you can make it a little cute. Maybe put your strawberries up in a quarter, add a little bit of mint, something to make it pretty. And now the best part, which everybody loves, is you just cut it up and enjoy it. It's always better with a friend. You don't count calories that way. And then if you have leftovers, make sure you store them in the refrigerator. That way that cream cheese stays cold. We never have leftovers in our family, but hey, you might. So tips and tricks. If you're in a hurry, you can always buy a store-bought angel food cake. That always works. I've had to do this a couple of times. Publix has great angel food cakes. Just don't tell my mother-in-law I use a store-bought cake every once in a while. And then if you don't really like cream cheese, if it's too thick or it's just not your thing, whipped cream, the frozen whipped cream also works fantastic. I don't usually add the lemon curd when I do that. It's usually just some cream cheese, maybe a drop of lemon extract when you do it that way. And that is it. Thank you so much.